Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Mary's Collegiate for the first of two games here tonight between the St. Mary's Knights and the Superior Heights Steelhawks. My name is Ryan Langton. I'll be calling the game for you today. St. Mary's Knights juniors are undefeated so far this season, a very strong veteran team. Superior Heights has been getting better every single game. They come into the game 1-3. Nice to see Cecile Mead back for Superior Heights, and Cecilia uses the jump ball. It'll be Knight's ball coming out. Pettinelli now up top. She gets it to True Tom. She swings it over to Dremko for three. What a great start here for the Knights as Abby Dremko hits the three, and back come the Steelhawks. Martin now has it. She gets it ripped away by Pettinelli. Pettinelli now. She's keeping her dribble alive up top. Swings over to Toms. Toms gets it over to Sophia Fata. Fata over to Magley. Magley back to Fata. And she loses control and it just goes out of bounds. Superior Heights has been unfortunately notorious for starting off a little slow in their games, and so hopefully we can get them started here early as Scarlett Duke gets it into Alana Johnson, and she's fouled by True Toms. A little aggressive on defense there by True. True is definitely one of the better players here for the Knights. She's great on both sides of the floor. The foul was called on St. Mary, so it will be Superior Heights basketball. They'll line up in line, and the Knights will be in their 2-3 defense. Oh, inside to Alana Johnson. Alana gets it to Martin. Her shot is just off the mark. Rebounded by Dremko out to Toms, and here come the Knights. Toms now, she looks to drive the 45. She's stopped by Johnson. Now Sienna's turn. She goes with the left hand, and it's good. Quick 5-0 start here for the Knights. Lily Ramil goes off Martin's hands. Nice to see Jada starting here tonight. A little bit unfortunate there. Oh, look at this. Look what we have here. Awesome. Joining me in the booth now is longtime Saultsports commentator Tony Bonifero. Tony, you want to do play-by-play, or do you want to do color commentary?
Whatever you want, Ryan. I'm just here to keep you company. So.
All right, perfect. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Rumio now. She gets it to Alana Johnson. Johnson goes off her fingertips and out of bounds. Dremko now will inbounds it to Fata, and she's bringing it down the floor for the Knights. Sorry, that's Pettinelli. She gets it over to Fata now. Toms, a little sloppy here by the girls early on.
Yeah, Ryan, obviously St. Mary's real strong team this season in this junior division, and I haven't seen many games lately. I know we saw the first game with Superior Heights, but they already look like they've improved from week one, that's for sure.
They have, and Mead with the shot. It's off the mark, and now comes True Toms, and will she finish? She does not, but Dremko with the rebound, and she puts it back in for the Knights.
Nice transition game there by St. Mary's.
Steal now by Dremko. She gets it over to Sienna Magley, and she's not going to miss from there.
Yeah, this pressure by Mary's is causing Superior some trouble early on.
Rumio now, she gets it to Mead at the nail. Over to Martin at the 45. It's stolen. And back come the Knights. And Coach McLaughlin does call a timeout. Good. Coach McLaughlin calls a timeout. Try to get her girls regrouped here. Nice start here by the Knights.
Played with you at the Elite Basketball Academy.
I'm going to say 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pass inside by Rasaya. What a great look that was.
Now they're just, this is such a young team. They definitely have to work on their passing and catching and just being a little bit more aggressive. And you see the Knights doing that on offense, and a nice shot there. And it's a 3 for Jaremko, her second of the game. And her team now leads 12-0.
Oh, nice steal there by Carrillo.
Viato now, she has it down low, gets it to Magley. She's not going to miss from there. Sienna now with 6 for the Knights. The referee's allowing a little bit of contact there up top. Viato with the steal. She
What
gets
a
it
pass.
to Magley, and she can't finish. Versailles now. And she just throws it out of bounds.
So, Ryan, what's been the story of the Junior Girls League so far this season? Like I said, I've been away for the last couple of weeks, so I haven't really been paying attention. So for those out there who aren't familiar with the standings and kind of where things are at, where are things at so far?
Yeah, well, so far it's been a 2-team league so far the junior division, the Knights and the Colts. But the Knights certainly have been the cream of the crop so far this season, with Coach Kofi leading this team. They play very smart basketball. They're very disciplined. They do all the little things right. And no one's really had an answer for their 2-3 defense yet. So yeah, I mean, as far as where teams are going so far early in this junior division, it's been the Colts and the Knights, with the Knights so far being the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
And right now they'll come back with Dremko. Dremko now at the top. She gets it to Viato. Viato at the right slot. She'll swing it across, and she'll get it to number 32, Tia Iacheta. And Iacheta now, she'll get the shot up, and it's just long. And Johnston with the rebound. She gets it to Rasaya. There we go. Atta girl. Scarlett Duke with the first 2 points for the Steelhawks.
Yeah, beautiful pass inside. Great finish.
Dremko now to Levesque. Levesque's shot is up. It is just long. Rebounded nicely by Scarlett, but right back is Dremko. Nice pass to Viato. And it's another basket for the Knights with 52 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's 16-2.
Yeah, great defensive transition there by the Knights. Another nice steal.
Levesque. Sorry, that was Iacheta to Levesque. Now Dremko has it back to Levesque, and her shot is good.
What a beautiful pass there by Dremko. My goodness. I mean, this is the first time I've seen her play, and Ryan, she's definitely opening some eyes up here.
Yeah, she's a great player now. There we
What
go.
a play.
There we go. Atlanta Johnson for 2.
Beautiful look by Superior Heights to find the weak spot in the zone, and nice job hitting that baseline J.
And that is the end of the first quarter, with the Knights playing extremely strong defense, finishing on the other end of the floor, and they lead 18-4.
Yeah, great job here in the first quarter by the Knights. Definitely came out strong, really took it to Superior, but give Superior a lot of credit too. I mean, there were some times obviously early in that first quarter where it looked like the game was really going to get out of hand, but Coach McLaughlin calls a beautiful timeout and made some nice adjustments, and they came out and they had a couple nice defensive stops, which really kind of shifted the momentum and allowed them to get a couple baskets near the end of that first quarter. So nice job by the young Superior Heights team, and as long as they can kind of keep that up, and they did have some success, like we talked about, on the defensive side of the ball towards the end of that half. So if they can keep up that momentum, who knows what could happen in the second quarter here. Sorry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's not like Superior Heights isn't lining up where they're supposed to line up on offense. I mean, they got 3 up top, 2 down low. Their 2 post players are playing below the zone where you want them to play, so they can screen the zone and flash the zone without the low post defenders knowing where they are. They are getting some looks at the nail, but some of the passes are off. They're getting deflected up top. I'd like to see a little bit more intelligent use of the dribble, attacking the gaps, make 2 play 1 to force some open shots for some other players. And with Superior Heights length, I mean, I think the strategy, has got to be shoot the ball. Shoot the ball, get some boards, try to out-rebound this Knights team that doesn't have a lot of height. And don't be afraid to shoot it. But, I mean, you have to get good looks. You can't keep turning the ball away with their passes. And so hopefully they can clean that up a little bit here in the second quarter and get back in the ballgame.
Yeah, the one thing I've also noticed about the Knights on defense is they have very active hands. Ryan? Like, their hands are up, they're moving. And that's, to your point, they're tipping a lot of balls because of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And in these turnovers, these unforced turnovers are just killing Superior Heights. That's probably the 7th turnover of the first half. And they're not being forced. They're just, I think, just a little bit excited there. And Viato now has it. She gets it over to Perhonen. Perhonen to Levesque. Levesque to Pinelli. Pinelli over to Viato. It's stolen, but then taken back, but out of bounds are the Knights. So it'll be Steelhawks basketball.
Yeah, a nice play there by Rosaya to get a hand on that ball. Rosaya played really well in that first game against Cora. Probably the best player on the court there for Superior. So
Jada Martin's shot is just off the mark. Nice to see her be aggressive. She was open, took the shot.
Oh, what a block.
And blocked there, but it's still going to be Knights basketball. That was
Rosaya with a huge block on the play.
Yeah, Rosaya's a scrapper out there. Looks like there's another timeout being called here. This time, I think, by the Knights. Coach Kofi wants to settle his girls down.
So, Ryan, you want to give us a little preview of the senior matchup coming at 7 o'clock here tonight?
Yeah, you know what? The last time those two teams played in senior, it was at Superior Heights. It was Ella Zachary with a game-winning 3 with about 20 seconds left to go in the game. That was the difference. It was the first time that the Allard sisters were playing for Superior Heights. Superior Heights struggled. And company there, they've got a nice group of kids there, and I think they're going to rebound and give the Knights a really tough game. And the Knights, again, in the senior division, have been the cream of the crop. They've got a ton of talent up there, led by Ashlyn Noble, who's clearly, if not the best. She's the best. Ashlyn Noble is the best basketball player in the senior loop right now, and she's playing like it, and she's leading that Knights team who's undefeated to start the season. And it's going to be a great game. I'm really anticipating a close one like the last time, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the grade 12s for Superior Heights, I believe they won the junior championship. When these girls were in grade 9 and 10, if I'm not mistaken, because I think that's when they went on their run. So, it should be a great game if that's the same, if they're bringing back the same quality type players.
Viato now. She skips it across. Perhonen. Her shot is just rims out. Rebounded nicely by Alana Johnston.
Yeah, that's a beautiful rebound by Alana Johnson. Grabbed that ball nice and high.
Ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll still be Superior Heights. I don't know why they're... Blue ball, girls. I don't know where they're going. Somebody's got to inbound it. There we go. Scarlett Duke will inbounds it for Superior Heights. Versailles now. She has it up top. She's being guarded nicely by Perhonen. Double team there. Turnover. She traveled. And it'll remain Superior Heights basketball. And you always have to be aware when you get it down low. You can't hang on to it, because that edge defender is now going to come down and play defense on you. And like you said earlier, Tony, their hands are very active, are the Knights, and they're getting a lot of deflections. And here's another steal. Pinelli now. She has it. She gets it. Swings over to Viato. Viato. Her shot is just short. Pinelli with the rebound. Swings it over. Nice ball movement here by the Knights. Fatta's shot is off the mark.
Oh, what a play by Ayacheta.
Nice job by Ayacheta getting the ball back inbounds. Viato will shoot it from the top of the corner.
Oh, great rebound there.
And jump ball forced by Perhonen. And it'll remain St. Mary's basketball with 6:16 left to go. It's a 14-point edge for the Knights.
These Superior Heights girls, like you mentioned, Ryan, really using their length to grab some of those rebounds.
Fada. It gets knocked out of bounds by Versailles. Yeah, I mean, I really like Superior Heights' length, and yeah, I think as the season goes on, I think they're going to realize, that's going to be their strength, and look to get it inside, and then look to shoot the ball, and really be aggressive on the boards and get those second chance opportunities. And Fada now in the corner, she gets it out to Viato. She takes a college three, and it's
what a box
off the mark. And there's Alana Johnson with her 4th rebound of the first half.
Beautiful box out too.
Oh, she's a player, Tony.
Yeah.
Another turnover there by Rasaya. I mean, the passing for the Superior Heights has been killing them early. Pinelli now, she'll swing it over to Viato. Viato, she looks to get it over to Fada. Fada, who's had a very strong season so far. She'll get up the left hand, and she finishes with the left. Her first 2 points of the ball game.
Beautiful move there.
Yeah, she's been so good all season long. And there's Pinelli now with a jump ball forced. And
yeah. And Ryan, to your point about this Superior Heights team, I mean, they're gritty, they're strong, they're in the right spots. What's been killing them has been the passes and the turnovers, right? Yeah. And those are 2 things that you can correct as the season goes on and work on. So you're right, though. I mean, they have the talent, they have the ability, and they have the grit, the 3 things that you kind of want, especially in junior basketball. So, again, I just keep looking for improvements. And the other thing I wanted to say quickly was, before you even mention them, I was going to mention it last defensive series, but 2 girls, I've been really impressed with the play of Ayacheta and Fada defensively for the St. Mary's Knights. They've done an outstanding job down low.
Line now with a couple opportunities, but they're just off the mark and rebounded there by Toms. Toms gets it out to Viato. Viato dribbling up top. She'll get it to Pinelli. She lobs it over, and it goes out of bounds, and back come the Steelhawks. And Fada with those active hands with another steal, and she has the ball at the 45. She swings it up top to Viato. Viato now, she gets it over to Ayacheta back to Viato. She attacks, and she is fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. Viato back now for I think her first game back after a few weeks off. I think she had an ankle sprain there, and the Knights are certainly glad to have her back. She's anchoring this second group. Coach Kofi making sure that it's just not all second stringers out there, so they have a semblance of leadership on the floor at all times, and Viato certainly is that for the Knights.
All right, Ryan, I was hoping to be able to stay a little bit longer for the first half, but I do need to run. I got to get back. But I will be back for the senior game tonight with you, so look forward to that, and I'll see you at 7 o'clock.
You bet. See you soon.
Thanks.
Viato now. Her shot is good. She makes them both. And the lead now 18 for the Knights. Into the ball game for the Steelhawks is number 3, Angel Unitek. She's out there with Graubarger. Peyton King now with it. Just another poor pass there, and going to the rim for 2 is True Toms. True for 2. And it's a 20-point ball game. Graubarger, she gets it to number 3, Unitek. She gets it to King. King now. And it's turned over again. And now coast to coast is Viata with the left. It's just a little strong. And Jade Line now with the rebound. Graubarger bringing it back up the floor. She'll swing it over to King. King right into the arms of Ijetta, and now she gets it out to Toms. And she stops just short. Is the shot and rebounded. Graubarger now. She'll get it to King. King. Nadia Duke has it at the 45. She's guarded nicely there by Pinelli. And this defense is swarming the Steelhawks offense here. And it forces the travel. Pinelli will inbound it here for the Knights. Pinelli up top, over to Toms. Toms attacks. She goes hard to the rim. She just loses control of it. And a nice job by Line there to force the jump ball. Little too easy for True to drive there.
Ryan, you talked about your junior NBA with Elite 8 basketball starting this weekend. Can you talk a little bit about that next stoppage?
Yeah, absolutely. True Tom's out of bounds. Fata. She comes out. She drives nicely. Pettinelli now. Out to Gallo. Gallo. Pettinelli. Pettinelli's shot is up. It's just off the mark. Rebounded. And she travels. Nice try by Gallo there, but she did walk before trying to get the shot up. And Pippa Holmes into the game for the Steelhawks, who have emptied their bench early here. Pippa, she swings it over to King, who just turns it over. Gallo. She turns it over to the Steelhawks, and back comes Unitech. Unitech to Nadia Duke. Sideline, baseline out of bounds play, inbounded to King, whose shot is long, and back comes Pettinelli, and she'll go strong to the hoop, and she'll travel. King now, she gets it to Holmes. She gets it down low to Line, and her shot is up. It's just off the mark. Rebounded. Oh, just knocked out of bounds there by Fata. She tried to secure the rebound. Just goes off her fingertips. And it's going to be timeout here by the Knights. We'll take this opportunity to talk about one of our sponsors, the Elite 8 Basketball Academy. And Elite 8 Basketball Academy offers programming and training for youth, grade 1 and right to senior varsity. And they'll be offering programs for adults soon as well. Just this weekend, we had our junior NBA first session there, Jay. We had over 100 kids participate.
That's 1 to 3, grades 1 to 3?
No, that's grades 1 to 8.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're over capacity in the grade 1, 2, grade 3, grade 4, 5, grade 6, 8 boys. The only one category that we're shorter on is the 6 to 8 girls, so the grade 6, 8 girls. So if you know anybody out there that is interested in enjoying this great game of basketball as 6 to 8 girls, please have them reach out to to myself at Elite 8 Basketball Academy at gmail.com, or just visit the website at elite8basketball.com. But man, just a great weekend to see everybody there with their practice jerseys, their basketballs, and smiles on their faces. It was a great job by the coaches of the Elite Eight, and just the enthusiasm by the players made it just an amazing weekend. And looking forward to session number 2 this Sunday.
How do you coordinate 100 kids, Ryan?
How is it coordinating 100 kids? Well, I don't want to make it sound easy by saying I'm used to it, but having organized 300 kids in Sioux Minor football back in the day, 100 kids seems a little bit on the easier side. But certainly a lot of paperwork, a lot of cutting and pasting, a lot of adding phone numbers and getting them on our group chats. But once you get to week 1, which was this weekend, it gets a lot easier from here on in, and just really looking forward to the entire 8-week program, and very happy to be offering basketball curriculum from Canada Basketball to our youth here in Sault Ste. Marie, and more exciting programming is ahead for Elite 8, and certainly proud to be sponsoring girls, boys, and girls basketball this season.
And you said 6 to 8 girls can still register?
Absolutely. I mean, we haven't said no to some of the other ones that have been registering at the younger ages. However, we're getting close to what's going to be manageable as far as getting close to 30 kids on the floor. So, but yeah, I mean, 6 to 8. I think we have 10 girls, and we can certainly add 10 more and still be comfortable. So. If you're out there, girls, it's a fantastic program. It's a great curriculum offered by Canada Basketball, and just reach out to Elite 8 Basketball, and they'll get you started. So we have 43 seconds left here to go in the first half. Still a 20-point margin here for the Knights. Gallo now has it. She kicks it out to Fada. Loses control of the ball, but she gets it right back again to True Toms. True. She looks to attack the 45. She does. Floater is blocked by Nadia Duke. But they're going to say it was last touched by. Yeah. You correct them there. Referee Sigmund does indicate that the shot was blocked. So I think he gave it back to the Knights. They're having a little brief conversation. And it looks like it was then touched again by the Knights. So Chris saw what I saw, but we did not have the best viewpoint of that for sure. And now back comes Superior Heights. Pippa Holmes now, she has it low. She gets it to King. King jacks up the shot. It's just off the mark. Rebounded nicely there and stolen by Fada. And she looks to go coast to coast. And at the buzzer, her shot is just off the mark. And after 16 minutes of action, it is the Knights 24 and the Superior Heights Steelhawks 4. We'll be back for second half action here in about 10 minutes time. See you then. All right, we're back here for second half action. It's Martin to Scarlett Duke. She looks to get it inside to Alana Johnston, and it's knocked out of bounds. Already some better movement here by the Steelhawks against this vaunted 2-3 zone. Once again, just for those who are listening at home, there we go. Mead with a nice look there. It's just a little strong. And back comes Dremko. She looks to hit it ahead to Pedinelli. Kicks it back to Toms, who's just off the mark. And Johnston gets it to Ramil. Ramil now. She swings it over to Martin. Martin. Into the corner now for Mead. Mead to Scarlett Duke. Her shot is just off the mark. And now here comes Fata. She looks to pass it ahead to Jaremko. And her basket is good. Nice job by the Knights in transition. Rumil now. The Duke. Duke. Scarlett gets it back to Rumil. Rumil. Yeah. Jaremko, her layup is off the mark. And now Rumil has a numerical advantage. St. Mary's back now in their defense. Duke gets it taken away again. And it's Jaremko one-on-one. It's 2-on-1 now. And Jaremko, nice job by the Steelhawks getting back on D. And Johnston with another rebound. Rebound number 5 for her. And Rumil now. She attacks the gap. Her shot is off. Back and forth action here at St. Mary's. Jaremko coast to coast. She's fouled by Jada Martin. A little nicer job there by the Steelhawks to get some open looks there on offense. Dremko's first attempt is no good. Abby's second attempt rolls out. There's going to be a foul called here. No, there's going to be a lane violation against Superior Heights. So Dremko will get another shot at it.
Ryan, at this point, what would you have said at halftime if you're a Superior Heights coach?
Man, protect the basketball. I mean, the girls basically just, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from St. Mary's. They're certainly playing strong defense, active hands, and causing a lot of these turnovers. But, I mean, a lot of them, you know, if you think of tennis and unforced errors, a lot of these are unforced errors. They're just poor passes, trying to, you know, just like that one there. Just not keeping it simple. So I really would, you know, draw up what we want to do on offense and tell the girls to be patient, try to control the ball, make better decisions in their passes, and here's another turnover by the Steelhawks. And again, I mean, we'll just talk about it one more time. I mean, you know, you want to force 2 to guard 1 to force some open looks. So intelligent use of the dribble, attack those gaps. We've seen Rumil do it a couple times here already in the first few minutes of the second half. I'd like to see them screen the top of that zone a little more to give them a little bit of freedom there, because the Knights certainly are putting a lot of pressure up top with those 2 top girls, and if you screen them, it might create some opportunities. And here's Toms. Her shot is a little long. And Rumil now, she still has her dribble, but kicks it up to Mead. Now Rumil now, she attacks, looks to get it. Another nice job by Fata on the steal. And she looks to go, and she gets called for the offensive foul with the push off. So a very aggressive player is Fata, but this time she was just a little too aggressive. Sophia called with the offensive foul. Again, I would just like to see Superior Heights screen those top 2 girls just to give them a little bit more freedom. But again, those active hands by Jaremko causes the turnover, and now she's going to have an easy bucket the other way. Nice job by Jaremko. Now Scarlett Duke up top. She's going to shoot the transition shot. It's just going to be off and rebounded nicely there by Fata, who gets it up to Tom. She loses control, and Pippa Holmes now, she has the ball. She tries to bounce it to Jada Martin, and another unforced error by the Steelhawks. And coming into the game for the Steelhawks is Rasaya and Line. In for Jada and Cecilia. Pettinelli now. She's got the ball up top. And here's the Steelhawks in a 3-2 zone. A little zone action of their own. We'll see how the Knights respond. Nice job by Duke there. And Scarlett comes back the other way. Nice ball movement. Great job by the Steelhawks there, moving the ball around. Nice passes and a great look by Line, and she makes no mistake. Pettinelli now to True Toms. She swings it over to Jaremko. She's at the 45, guarded by Rasaya. Alexa Odell with the shot. It's out of bounds, and Steelhawks now forcing a couple tough shots with their zone defense of their own. Duke. She swings it to Rasai. She looks down low to Nadia Duke. Scarlett, the shot, it's blocked by Viato. Toms now gets the loose ball, and she's coming the other way, and the Knights looking to score in transition. Jaremko, transition 3 is long. Rebounded by Duke. She comes the other way. Duke now. Gets it to Holmes. Back to Duke. Back to Holmes. Nicely into Nadia Duke. Her shot is a little strong. And the foul is being called here. Foul called on the Knights, Sienna Magley, so Superior Heights will have the ball underneath their own basket. So we're going to see a baseline out of bounds against the 2-3 zone here. And now Jaremko with another steal. And she finishes the other end for 2. It's defense to offense for the Knights. That's been the story of the game, turning those defensive stops and turnovers into points in the other way. Oh, stepping out of bounds was Sienna there.
Ryan, do you find when Superior St. Mary's has the ball, they're a little bit more aggressive than Superior Heights when they got the ball?
Yeah, I'm not sure they're more aggressive. But, they are, they're getting a lot of their points in transition and not so much in the offensive set. But, I guess you're right, Jay. When they do have it here, their passes are very crisp. They are looking to attack when they have an opportunity. Here's another example of it with Toms. And that confidence, comes from skill, and that skill comes from getting more opportunities to play this game. And, this is more of a veteran-laden team. And another nice shot by Viato. Her foot was on the line, so it's just a 2. But again, St. Mary's looks like they're in mid-season form, and they're not going to improve an awful lot, over the next couple of months. Where a young team, you'll see them improve maybe a little bit more. So, but man, this St. Mary's team is so strong and playing so well, and they're well coached by Coach Kofi on the other side there, and. These Steelhawks girls, there's talent there. They just need more game experience, and they're going to get it over the next couple months. Versailles now. Again, stolen by Viato. She just steps out of bounds, but man, there's talent all over the floor here for the Knights. They are certainly happy to have Miss Viato back on the court. And another steal, just turning the ball over out of the Steelhawks. And playing a little bit of hot potato here. Nobody wants it. Viato takes it. She goes strong to the hoop, and she gets fouled. So Unitech is called for the foul, sending Viato to the line. Second opportunity is short, but rebounded nicely by Toms. Scramble for it down low. Another jump ball. Oh, Chu, I think, banged her head there a little bit on the floor. She looks like she's going to be okay. Protected, I think, maybe by her ponytail. So it's going to be St. Mary's basketball underneath their own basket. So we'll see a baseline out of bounds play here against the man-to-man defense, and it looks like a timeout's being called. Timeout.
Again, Ryan, with your elite basketball academy, what's coming up for you guys next?
Well, we have some high-performance stuff happening with our varsity girls. We're going to have, right now we have our varsity girls finishing in shooting school. That's going extremely well. We have 17 girls who are out for that. We have some girls who are going to be traveling to do some of the Center of Performance training either in Nipissing or in Toronto. So we certainly want to prepare them for those sessions, and we have the curriculum for the Center of Performance training that's going to be happening. So we're going to be preparing our girls for that. So that's very exciting. That's coming up.
So, sorry to interrupt. What is the Center of?
So Center of Performance training is run by Ontario Basketball, and it's a pathway for girls to be playing for Team Ontario, and so it's a way for them to recognize talent across the province. And there's a ton of colleges and universities that are hosting and coaching these girls. So it's an opportunity for them to play and practice with girls of like talent, and certainly see what the curriculum is like from Ontario Basketball. And I've talked with Rachel and Tom at Nipissing, and his name's escaping me now, unfortunately, but the head coach of the Laurentian team as well, and I think it's Jason Blake, but that's probably incorrect, so I apologize. But unfortunately, Laurentian didn't have enough enrollment to continue with their Center of Performance training, but nice job there by Rasai. And she's going to go to the line for one, the N1 for number 5. The basket is good. So we're identifying girls that will be interested in that extra training. So we're going to be doing that there very shortly, and we're going to be doing a shooting and finishing school for varsity boys coming up as well. That's going to be announced shortly. So just again, a lot of things happening here, and a nice steal by Rasai, and she'll go up and she'll finish for the Steelhawks. They're back to man-to-man defense here. Another tip there by Rasai. She'll get the ball back. She'll be guarded by Viato. Viato doing a great job on defense. Almost steals it there. Rasai She'll get it inside the line. Line double teamed, loses the ball, and taken away there nicely by number 41 for the Knights, Alexa Odell. Santa Magli now. She'll swing it. Viato at the elbow to Kaminsky. And the shot by Odell is off the mark and out of bounds, and back come the Steelhawks.
One thing, even with the score at 33-10, Superior has not given up.
No, I mean, in every second they play is very, very important. I mean, it's game experience. It's an opportunity for them to face a very tough team in St. Mary's, and they're certainly getting a lesson here on turnovers and how to be patient on offense. And, and when you play good teams, you learn a lot. And, when the girls watch film of this game, they'll see how patient the Knights are, how great their passing is. Their shot selection is very good, and they'll learn from that. And after the third quarter of action here at St. Mary's Collegiate, it's the Knights 33 and the Steelhawks 10. I'll take a moment here to thank some of Saultsports' sponsors. The Huron Superior Catholic District School Board, the Algoma District School Board, KISS 100.5, Country 104.3, Freeze Frame Photos at www.saultsports.smugmug.com, GFL Memorial Gardens, Domino's Pizza, and Team Essentials. Stay tuned for the Domino's Sault Ste. Marie and Team Essentials Player of the Game. Domino's of Sault Ste. Marie and Team Essentials have teamed up with Saultsports.com to honor the high school's top player of the game when Saultsports streams their regular and postseason games. Each game, Saultsports TV announcers will select a player from each one of these teams. They will be awarded a Domino's medium pizza and Team Essentials with a Team Essentials Player of the Game t-shirt.
Ryan, do you have any candidates so far going for
yeah,
team?
man, it's I've been really impressed with Viato and her first game back for the Knights. She's played a great game on both sides of the floor. True Toms. I mean, she's been, again, very active. Fata as well for St. Mary's. Sienna Magley's been playing well. So, I mean, certainly a lot of options there for the Knights. And for Superior Heights, I like the play of Scarlett Duke. Rasai is playing a little bit better here in the second half. And Alana Johnston, a nice job there flashing by her. Ball gets tipped out of bounds, but it is going to be St. Mary's basketball. Alana's done a great job on the boards for the Steelhawks. So we will see who the players of the game will be here shortly, and Rasaya with another steal. Rasaya now. Nice pass to Mead, and Mead finishes for two. So a nice job there by Rasaya. She makes no mistake, is Mead, and here come Superior Heights and two Toms now. And because she wasn't on the floor, Jay, I think I inexcusably forgot about Abby Jaremko, who's made a couple of threes this game. Her hands have been extremely active on the top of the 2-3, getting tips and easy layups on the other side. So I'd be remiss to think that she's not the player of the game so far here for the Knights. Oh, nice job there by... Oh, we have no clock.
This happens at least once a season here at St. Mary's.
Yeah, I've been here before when that's happened. Nobody seems to have the answer, and then after a few minutes, the clock comes back on, and so...
Athletic Director Dave Zagordo got to fix that plug in the wall.
I think so. So we've got a tie ball game here at at St. Mary's. See what happens when the clock comes back on. Oh boy. Well, they'll go back to the running score as the scoreboard now reads 0-0. So they will. There's a reason why they keep a running score on the score sheet for moments like this. So they'll go back to that. They'll add the time to the clock.
6:40 on the clock was on the scoreboard.
There you go. 6:40 left to go here in the game. The Cork Colts face the White Pines Wolverines in the other junior and senior matchups. Be nice to see what happens as a result of those two games.
They're going to gain 11 seconds, I guess. And tomorrow we have the boys' junior football matchup with St. Mary's and Superior Heights junior game on Thursday. And then on Friday we have Superior Heights and St. Mary's senior and White Pines and Cora junior. And then Cora senior gets the bye until the
into the championship game.
championship.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the senior loop of senior boys football. I know, having talked with Coach Monaco, that he's very excited to get to Friday and knows it's going to be a tough game against Superior Heights. And there is never an easy game when it comes to playoff football here in Sault Ste. Marie. And you can just take whatever happened in the regular season and basically throw it out the window. And when you get to late October in Sault Ste. Marie, it looks like we're going to have nice weather, though, on Friday, but you never know how that's going to change. And unlike basketball, the football is pointed on two ends. You get some funny bounces, weird things happen, and before you know it, you've got an upset. So certainly the Knights aren't taking the Steelhawks lightly, and I'm looking forward to hearing all about the game. Unfortunately, I'm going to be in Mount Pleasant on Friday, so I'm gonna miss out on that action. I'll be hopefully laughing my head off there to Sebastian Maniscalco in Mount Pleasant. Amy is notorious. I don't know if she's going to appreciate this, but she's notorious for not giving the greatest gifts. But she knocked this one out of the park. I mean, it was almost like I was with somebody else. I'm like, babe, did you seriously just get me tickets to one of my favorite comedians? So she totally made up for it.
The past ones.
Yeah, that's right. She made up for it with this amazing birthday gift. So we're very excited to get away for the weekend and head down to Mount Pleasant to watch him. So unfortunately, I'm going to miss that football game. I was really looking forward to it.
But you can follow Saultsports afterwards.
I certainly can. On my favorite screen, whatever that may be. So looking forward to see the results of that game. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the game. 33-12 for the Knights. Jada Martin will take it out of bounds here. Nice to see Jada getting some more playing time. She started the season with not a lot of confidence. However, she does have talent. Again, one of the grade 9 players for the Steelhawks. And she started today's game, which just goes to show you her improvement. And again, with skill comes confidence. And as these girls get more skill, they'll be more confident. And you can see the result of it here with the Knights. White ball. Abby Dremko back on the floor for the Knights. I'm not sure how I forgot about her, so I apologize, Abby. You're certainly so far the player of the game with strong efforts on both sides of the ball. Fadenow, she's aggressive. Putting her shoulder down, but she got away with it there, and she gets the foul called in her favor. The Knights do something a little bit interesting here. After every foul to the line, the group of 4 that's not shooting will get together, talk a little bit about what they want to do, and then after the first shot, they join their teammate to rebound potentially a miss here on the foul line. But this time it's Rasaya. Rasaya gets the rebound. She looks to go the other way. She drives hard and loses control. And Fada now to True Toms. Toms. She'll bounce it out. Out to Viato. Viato now. Gets it to Toms. Toms. She looks to drive. Fada. Out to Levesque. Levesque to Viato. Viato. Her shot is off. Rebounded there by Fada. Wow! What a nice job by Sophia Fada there. Man, if she's not left-handed, she should be, because, my goodness, that's 2 or 3 times now where I've seen her go up with her left hand and difficult shots, and she's made them fall. And maybe she's heard a little bit too much about her teammate, Abby, about getting the player of the game, and she's making.
Sophia had it last week.
She's making a strong case again this week, and Tom's now with the rebound back to Jaremko, and just like that, Jaremko says, "Not so fast, Sophia. That player of the game is mine." Scarlett Duke now. She looks to shoot it herself. Her shot is off the mark and out of bounds. Nice try there by King to secure the rebound, but it does go out of bounds, and it'll be St. Mary's ball, and Viato and Toms take a break. Pinelli and Perhonen back in the game for the Knights. So an opportunity for each team to get a few more possessions, a few more opportunities to execute here on offense. Perhonen now throws it away. Steelhawks ball. Rumio to Duke. She's being guarded. Oh, and the ball just goes out of bounds.
And Ryan, we got to remember who's on the camera tonight, eh?
Yes, I mean, how? Again, man, I am dropping the ball here tonight. I think it's my B game here, Jake, is we have a legend as a cameraman here tonight. Longtime volunteer, maybe has volunteered more hours than anybody in the history of sports here in Sault Ste. Marie.
Oh, sorry, I think Wolfie might give him a run.
No, I'm still giving the edge to Chris Carr, superstar. Chris is on the camera. Welcome, Chris. Thanks for stepping up. You know, it is tough to find people on certain nights to do the job of either color commentary, play-by-play, cameraman. So Chris stepped up when the opportunity arose to be the cameraman tonight, so we really appreciate him coming out. I know the family and friends of players who are, you know, their family is sometimes out of town and aren't able to make the games locally. I know parents have thanked Jay and Saultsports for allowing relatives in the States, relatives of the East and West Coast, watch their family members play. And to those who are out of town, welcome. And we're certainly glad you are watching and enjoying the basketball action each and every week. And Nadia now to Rumio. Rumio looks to swing it, and Jada gets a little bit too anxious and turns the ball over.
In a game like this, Ryan, I think both teams have had almost every player on the floor, eh?
No, absolutely. I mean, both teams have emptied their benches and given all of their girls an opportunity to to play, and that's exactly what you want to do as a coach. I mean, these girls all come out, they all put their time in, and they all contribute to the team getting better each practice. So when an opportunity presents itself, you certainly want to empty the bench, and both teams have done that so far. Nice job on the rebound and to get to the line, and line will shoot too. And the first one is good. Second one is off the mark. And back comes Pinelli. Pinelli now being guarded by Graubarger. Graubarger looks for the steal. She gets it to Magley. Magley goes up strong, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for two. Magley misses the first of two. I'm confident she'll make the adjustment here, and she'll make this second foul shot. Just off again, and back come the Steelhawks. Broomville now. She bounces it off the foot of Perhonen, and her layup is good. Nice job on defense by Perhonen. Defense turns to offense. And with 2 minutes left to go in the game, another steal, this time by Jaremko. Nice bounce pass to Sienna Magley. And she's never going to miss from there. Duke now. Again, Jaremko with the steal. Pinelli. She's being guarded by Graubarger. She gets it to Magley. She goes strong again. Bounce pass knocked out of bounds by the Steelhawks. So with 1:35 left to go here in the first of two games, we will now announce the players of the game for both teams. For the Steelhawks, for her great job on the boards and always seeming to be in the right place, we're going to give Alana Johnston the player of the game for the Steelhawks. Great job tonight by number 33 for the blue and gray. And for the Knights, it's going to be number 31. I'm sorry. Where is she? 21. Number 21 for the Knights, Abby Dremko. I mean, she started the game off with a three-point shot. She had another one later in the half. She's been stealing the ball over and over again at the top of the 2-3 zone. She's turned those turnovers into easy buckets on the other end. She's made some nice passes in transition to teammates who have finished. So just an overall great game by Abby Jaremko, number 21. And so she is the Dominoes and Team Essentials player of the game for the Knights, as the Knights will now improve to 5-0 on the season. The Steelhawks will drop to 1-4. Stay tuned. Later on tonight, starting at 7 o'clock, will be these same two schools going at it in the senior loop. Last time these two teams played at Superior Heights, it was Ella Zachary with a game-winning three with 20 seconds left to go in the game. A game that was back and forth all game long, and I'm certainly anticipating the same kind of matchup here tonight. We are certainly hoping for a game like that. only a few minutes away. Jaremko knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like we'll have about 20 minutes in between the two games.
Yeah. Yeah, it is 25-2 already. Now Pippa Holmes, she gets it taken away by Pinelli. Pinelli will go strong to the basket, and she will get pushed from behind by Unitech, and she'll go to the line for 2. You know, wives at home, Jay, they often talk about how long the last 2 minutes of a football game is. They're like, their husbands will be like, honey, there's just 2 minutes left to go in the game, and that 2 minutes ends up turning into half an hour, and the wives go crazy. Well, basketball's a lot of the same sometimes. The last couple minutes of a basketball game can take, 10, 15 minutes, and this is certainly one of those situations here with 1:10 left to go in the game.
And mostly when the game's really close because they foul each other.
That's right. Timeouts, stoppage of play. And now, shot is long. Gallo, she'll take the loose ball. She'll get it back out there to Perhonen. Perhonen, she gets fouled driving to the basket. And they are in the bonus, so she will go to the line for the 1-on-1.
And this is what we're talking about. When you're looking at hockey or something, the buzzer would have won by now, right?
That's right. That's right. And Perhonen makes the second one. Also, check out Saultsports.com later on tonight or tomorrow morning for the written articles for both of these games and the games at White. I think it's the games at White Pines or Cora tonight. I think it's at Cora tonight. Yeah. So
written by you, Ryan.
Yeah, the games will be captured on print. So make sure you check those out tomorrow morning. Graubarger now. She keeps possession of the ball. She looks to go strong. Oh, just turns the ball over. Jaremko with 20 seconds left to go, and she'll just keep her dribble alive there and just end the game on the dribble. There'll be no more shots here for St. Mary's. And this will be the end of the ball game with the Knights 44 and the Steelhawks 13. Nice dominating performance again for the Knights. We will see you in about a half hour's time. Tip off actually in about 23 minutes. So we will see you then. You don't want to miss it.